Hello everyone and welcome to our class for today. Our subject is CRS and we'll be looking at the topic the Holy Spirit guides us to use our talents properly. And this can be found in Matthew chapter 25 verse 14 to 30. So previously we talked about how the Holy Spirit helps us to be faithful unto God. So today we'll be discussing how the Holy Spirit guides us to make use of our talents and skills properly. And you can find this in Matthew chapter 25 verse 14 to 30. Now this is the parable of the talent where Jesus told a story about a certain man who was traveling to a far country. Before going on his journey, he called his 3 servants and gave them some goods. Now you can see the master, the man who was about to travel, calling his 3 servants and giving them some of his goods. To one servant, the man gave 5 talents. To another, he gave 2 talents. And to the last servant, he gave 1 talent. After the master left, the first servant traded with his 5 talents and got 5 more. The second servant traded with his 2 talents and got 2 more. But the third servant went and buried his 1 talent in the ground. After some time, the master came back and called his 3 servants and asked them how they used the talents. Now you can see the picture of the 3 servants. You can see the first servant trading with his 5 talents. You can see the other servant trading also with his talents. But you see the third servant who is digging up the ground to bury up his talent, his 1 talent that he had. Now, the first and second servants came and showed the master the extra talents they got after trading with the talents they were given. The master was very pleased with the servants. He praised them and made them rulers over many things. When the third servant came to the master, he said to the master, "Lord, I knew thee that thou art an hard man, reaping where thou art not sown, and gathering where thou art not strewn. And I was afraid and went and hid thy talent in the earth." Now you can see the third servant digging up his own talent and giving it back to the master. After telling the master that the master was a hard man, he reaps where he does not sow, and then he went to bury his talent. Now the master was very angry with the third servant. He cursed the third servant and had him thrown into utter darkness, where there would be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Now, this parable teaches us that we should make use of the talent, skills, and abilities that God has given to us to his glory and to the benefit of those around. For there is a reward to those who do not waste their talent but makes use of them. Now you can see in the story of the talent, the man had 3 servants and he gave all the 3 servants different talents. He gave one 5, he gave one 2, and he gave one 1. But 2 of the servants made good use of the talent that were given to them, and they got extra talents more. But the third servant, being a lazy and wicked and unfaithful servant, went and buried his own talent in the ground, which means he didn't make use of it, so he couldn't get anything more. Now the 2 servants who made use of their own talent, they got more reward, and they even got a blessing from their master. But the third servant who didn't make use of his own talent got a curse from the master. So now this parable teaches us that whatever talent and skills and abilities that God has given unto us, we should make sure that we make use of those talents, because there is always a reward to those who makes use of their talent to the glory of God and to the benefit of people around them. We've come to the end of today's class. Thank you for joining me on this class today. I hope to see you all in our next class.